Hey, a very good Sunday to you once again. I'm CNY Central First Alert Meteorologist Matt Stevens. In terms of a typical high for this time of the year, we're generally looking for about the freezing mark, 32 degrees. I suspect we end up a little bit above that today, looking for a high temperature in the upper 30s, most likely near 40. We drop down a little bit below that for our Monday high temperature, and then coming up, we've got a stretch of above average temperatures on the 7-day, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Record high is 62. That one stays safe. That was set back in 2007. Our low temperature, 16 degrees, typically this time of the year. I believe we're above that once again. I believe we're above that actually for a good chunk of the 7-day. Minus 24 is our record low. That is certainly safe in this kind of meteorological setup. That was set back in 1996. Sunrise 7:36, sunset 4:45, and yesterday just a trace of snow once again at the Syracuse Hancock Airport. That means for the snowfall season, just over 39 inches of snow is where we remain. That's a little below average for this time of the year, as 47.7 inches is typically what we have by this time of the season. So we typically have about 4 feet of snow, and we've got just a little over 3 feet of snow. 12.9 inches is what we had at this time last year, so we're doing quite a bit better compared to last year. However, we could still use a little uptick in the snow to get us back up to snuff for this time of the season. Here's our futurecast. Going to pick this up at 8 o'clock this morning. I'd like to run this out through today. You note the emphasis today with this particular wave of energy and moisture is the farther north you head in our viewing area. Up off the east and northeast end of Lake Ontario, that's where the emphasis will be today, with our winds out of the southwest, probably grabbing a little lake enhancement as well. So the farther north you head, better chance of more persistent snow showers. The rest of us, we're going to call it a couple hit or miss, or maybe even isolated the farther south you head. Hour by hour through this evening, our winds are initially out of the west. That's going to favor the east end of Lake Ontario with some lake effect snow showers and flurries. Then our winds swing around to the northwest overnight, meaning a spray of lake effect snow showers and flurries for the rest of central New York overnight. Early on Monday, early clouds and flurries, then a dome of fair weather high pressure builds in, and that's going to dominate our weather, I think, for much of the day Monday. Looking for sunny skies to develop as a cool, crisp air mass builds in from the west and northwest. It should keep us nice and quiet through the end of the day Monday. Now, on the backside of that exiting high, I'm suspecting that's when we start to get an uptick in the temperatures. That's thanks to what we call the return flow on the backside of an exiting area of high pressure. So here's our hour-by-hour forecast. Heading through this morning, breezy, snow showers, especially the farther north you head in our viewing area. High temperatures this afternoon up around the upper 30s. So again, snow showers, especially the farther north you head. Isolated the farther south you head. Winds are southwest at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Hour by hour through this evening, or before that, we should talk snowfall. We'll call it trace to an inch or so for the greater Syracuse area and much of central New York. Farther north you head, a little more emphasis today. We'll call it 1 to 3 inches. Here's that hour by hour forecast I was talking about a few moments ago. Snow begins to focus east of Lake Ontario, then swings around to snow showers and flurries for central New York. Overnight lows low to mid 20s. Wind chills in the teens overnight. Call it 2 to 4 new inches east of the lake. Trace to a couple inches for the rest of us. Here's my 7-day. There is that high of 39 today. 24 degrees our low tonight. For Monday, 28 degrees, so a little cooler. Early clouds and flurries, then breaks of sun. A little milder for Tuesday, partial filtered sunshine, breezy at 41 degrees, so quite a bit milder on Tuesday. Wednesday, breezy, 45 degrees. Farther north, you had better chance of some rain, snow, mixed showers, called isolated for the rest of us Wednesday. Thursday, nearly full-blown sunshine at 40 degrees.